okay?
Yeah, good. Yeah, it's just my camera wasn't working for a second, but I've got it fixed.
That's okay. It's usually that people can't hear us, and I'm like, I don't know how to solve
No.
this.
Yeah, no, can hear you fine.
There we go. One step at a time, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not sure I've kind of seen you around the community much yet, Catherine. When did you join us?
No, not yet. I've literally joined like sort of last weekish, so just trying to set everything up. But being a teacher, it's hard to get time to do everything.
Oh, bless you. I can imagine. What kind of year do you teach?
Sort of 7 to 13. So.
Oh wow.
I know. Crazy.
That's the one teaching like I would never go into. I considered teaching for a while, but it would definitely have been primary school.
Yeah, I'm thinking that now. I'm like, oh God, maybe I should have gone for little kids.
Yeah, can I go back, please?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, bless you. Well, I take my hat off to you. I definitely could not do it. Also, who likes this? Bad boy.
Oh, I love it.
Finally got it off Adam Gately. He's been posting it for like a month. So he's gone to Vietnam and his partner ended up posting it to me, bless her. I was like, somebody send it. Right, let me take it. We have Alicia with us. So Alicia has just received her forms to get affiliated. Hey! Bless her, she's in a world of her own. Hey Alicia, can you hear us? That is the question. I'm going to say no. Is anybody... Oh, yes. Has anybody figured out how to solve that problem, actually, if someone can't hear you? Because the other day when we were on the Global Mastermind, Tom couldn't hear anything. And I was just sat there staring at Zoom like, I've got no idea.
Oh, could you hear me talking just then, saying that I couldn't hear?
Oh, no. I was asking you if you could hear. And you weren't responding, so I was going, maybe she can't hear. I have no idea.
I could not hear a thing.
Well, it seems like you figured it out.
Yeah, I can now.
Oh, bless you. I was just saying, like, letting the guys know and congratulating you that you've actually like received your forms today. So you're going to be filling those out and getting officially up and running.
Yeah.
So very big moves. Everybody on this call, pretty much, apart from Catherine, but she only joined a week or so ago. Is all
Catherine.
Hi.
But yeah, Jess, Ollie, and Kate are all affiliated, all running ads at the moment, I believe. I haven't seen one of yours for a short while, Kate. I normally get all of yours. You've changed your targeting, maybe? Nah? Don't know why I'm not getting them then. Maybe Facebook doesn't like me anymore. Right then, guys, so today we are going to be talking about ads, how to set up your first ad, and just kind of like how to respond to more info comments. We'll touch on that briefly, and just kind of like some additional resources that you might not have seen yet, that are kind of in and around the community and that will help you kind of get going. Right, give me a moment. Screen share, bad boy. There we go. You all know I love a Prezi by now. But yeah, so this is week 3. I think I just said week 4 for a moment, but this is week 3. And what we'll do is we'll go straight into ads. So when you are creating an ad, the thing that I find the most helpful is either in module 3, there are, when I first got started, there was some kind of like ad examples in there that were working really well. So definitely take a look at those and see if you can take some inspiration from those. But also have a look through your Facebook feed, and literally, you know, like when you're just sat scrolling through Facebook, that moment you stop on an ad, really try and like analyze that ad and just think about why have you stopped, because there's something about that ad that actually made you stop and look at it. Usually for me, it's something to do with the picture. It's quite bold, or it's bright, or it's something that really kind of grabs me. Or as I scroll, I'll see like an emoji and like the first line of somebody's text on their ad. So there's usually something that does grab me straight away. So yeah, it's important that you guys, if you are looking through ads, and something makes you stop. I had the most random ad the other week that made me stop. The whole ad made no sense at all. It was like, I'm going to have to see if I can find it. But it was basically advertising. It was advertising something, but the picture had completely nothing to do with it. The headline had even less to do with it. And I was just sat there like, why have I actually just stopped on this ad? Oh, here we go. Right there. I don't know what you guys can see. So this is the picture. And then the headline says, the internet is raving. And then the title says, my friend wrote a book. And I was like, what the hell? This is so random. But literally scrolling, like, to the point I took a screenshot of it. I sent it to Adam and Tom because I was like, why have I stopped on this? And I think it was like something to do with like the red dresses. Like, they're quite bright, they're quite bold. And for me, that's what caught my attention. And again, that might be something that I implement into my ads. Do I put a red border around my pictures? Do I add a splash of colour in it and make sure there's like people wearing red tops if I'm using other people's images? Just notice what it is that makes you stop on an ad and kind of think about, I don't know, what they're doing or what they're kind of involved in, anything that really kind of like makes you question why you've stopped there. Also, another kind of tool that you can use in terms of when you see an ad or a post that you like, on the top of a Facebook post, I'm just gonna, right, we'll use this one then. On the top of a Facebook post, there's 3 dots when it focuses. There we go. So if you click those 3 dots, you are given the option to save the post. So what I literally do is any ads that catch my eye, I'll go through, make sure I save them all. And then when you come into your Facebook like menu where you can click on your profiles, etc., there's a section for, oh God, where is it? There, so that one, saved. And then literally you just click onto saved, and all the bloody ads that I've saved are all inside there. So yeah, so then I'll just go back through, I'll take another look at them, see what it is that caught my eye, way too many by the way, and then just kind of like see how I could implement little things from those ads into mine and just really go from there. Also, another top tip is any ads you see from anybody else within the community, save them, have a look at them, make sure you're reading them. And again, yeah, just see what tactics other people are using, whether you can implement them into your ads. But yeah, definitely check out the CEO ads, check out any ads you stop on, and see what it is that's made you stop on that specific ad. Okay then, so when you are creating your ad, you want to make sure that everything is as kind of like smooth in the process as it can be. So for instance, if you go to like, right, I'm just going to use like a sports brand because it's all I can think about right now. But if you went to like the shop JD Sports or whatever it's called, is it even called JD Sports? JD, I'm going with JD. If you went to JD and outside on the front of the shop it says JD, you walk in and all around the shop it says JD, and you go and buy some shoes and then you get given a bag from Sports Direct, you're going to be like, what the hell is going on here? Like, why have I got a Sports Direct bag from JD? And it sounds like a crazy analogy, but that's the way I think about it in terms of like your ad, your text, your headline, and then also your website. So when your coach creates your website, make sure you go and check it out. So on your website, if it says, welcome to our masterclass, you want to make sure that in your ad, whether it's in the copy or in the headline, you're saying masterclass and not webinar, or I can't even remember any other words that people use for it, workshop. But yeah, just make sure that it's all congruent, it all kind of makes sense, so that when people are clicking from your ad onto your website, they don't, like, your ad doesn't say, come and watch my masterclass, then they click onto your website and it says, welcome to our webinar. Because to us, it's the same thing now. But to somebody just getting started, somebody that's just clicked on your ad, is going to be like, what the hell am I actually attending? What is this? So yeah, just make sure that it's as consistent as it can be. Then also, something I highly recommend is getting your coach to check your first few ads before you actually run them. Jess, I know you're under Ali. Yes?
Adam and Ali, yeah.
Adam and Ali. Did you manage to get yours sent over to them at all and check, or?
I think I might have been a bit of a rogue.
That's okay. That's fine. The only reason I suggest it is just because, obviously, like, especially for you, Jess, like me and Adam have been doing this like pretty much a year now. So if you get them to have a look over it, they know kind of like the buzzwords that Facebook doesn't like. They know what people respond to better. So for instance, on a headline, every first letter of every word ideally should be a capital letter, just because it draws people's attention to it more. So it's just like the little nitty-gritty things that like you might not think about, that like myself or Adam or your coach, whether it was Ali, etc., might have picked up along the way. So yeah, it's definitely something I would recommend doing for everyone. Even now, Jess, like if you want to just get somebody to check over a recent ad and just to give you an opinion on it, yeah, definitely get those sent over, and I'm sure they'll be more than happy to take a look at it for you.
Yeah.
Let me move on to the next step. Oh man, this is the only thing I don't like about. There we go. Right then, so now I'm just going to take you guys through a screen share right now, just so that we can go through that, talk about all the points, and continue on. I'm gonna just give me 2 seconds, guys, because of course I haven't set up Business Manager. Dun dun dun. Uno momento. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, wrong person. Alicia, how do you feel about your first ad? Are you scared? Are you excited?
Excited more than anything, to be fair.
That's good.
Scared a bit, I guess, but more excited than anything else.
That's really good. Yeah, I'd say like it's really simple, really easy. Like once you once you kind of get to grips with it.
Yeah, I think more than anything, I think it's because I'm doing something a bit different with the whole parents thing.
Yeah. I think
so, like, have people on the team done it before? Or do they know if that sort of thing works? Or
I'm not entirely sure who everyone targets. I think some people have. Oh, actually, this is your guy to talk to, I believe. Just in the nick of time. Danny, please do not leave. I need you for one moment. Danny. See if he joins us. He might just be listening in and he's like, Lily, stop harassing me. I know Danny has a very young family. And I'm pretty sure he may have targeted families in the past. I'm literally putting in the chat, Danny, are you here? We'll ask Danny if he pops out. But yeah, I'm sure I've heard of people doing it before. When I first got started, I heard like all kinds of crazy stories of people targeting people that liked marshmallows and like people that, people that had like watched Peppa Pig and all kinds of stuff. And obviously like parents would be watching Peppa Pig with their children.
Yeah, true.
So like these stories I've heard of come from somewhere. I'm just not entirely sure where. But yeah, we can figure it out. As I say, I'm pretty sure Danny might have targeted parents in the past. He has got 2 little girls, I believe, himself.
Mm-hmm.
So we will see if he jumps out for us. Right then, guys, I'm going to jump back into a screen share now that I've sorted my life out. Dun, dun, dun. That's like the thing I say, sort my life out. I need to sort my life out all the time. Even if I'm just getting ready for the day, I'm sorting my life out. Right then, and So this is Ads Manager. And when you come onto Ads Manager, you want to click Create to create a new advert. We're going to say no to this because we're starting a new one. And then when you come through, you always want to click Conversions. And we'll just scroll down to the bottom and it will ask you for a campaign name. So we're going to put 30-day group for that. And continue. And then every single page you come through, it's going to ask you for a name at the top. So I just normally, when I'm creating ads, depending on kind of what age range I'm doing, if I'm sending to a different country or if I have a specific picture that I'm running at the moment, I'll just call it whatever is kind of there. So I would normally put UK 18-34, might put M and F for male and female if I'm doing them both, and then maybe just like sales and travel, just so that I know exactly what that ad is and what I've been targeting with that ad. But for now, we're going 30-day group with you lovely lot. And when you come down to website, when it's your first ad, your pixel, you want to select your lead pixel, but your lead pixel will probably be grey, and that's only because you haven't ran any traffic through it yet. After you've run your first ad and come to set up your second one, it will be green. So there we are. So you select your lead pixel and then we just scroll down again. And this is where the fun bit starts. So I usually just leave this area here. So in locations to everybody in this location. So that means it could be people traveling, people that live here, people that are just doing like a stopover. Basically, if you select the drop down option, you have various things here. So people who live in this location, people that were recently in this location, or people traveling in this location. I like to just kind of like bundle it all up and just do everyone. And I just keep this as UK most of the time. With you guys, it's entirely up to you what age you want to go up to. I personally only really see kind of like success up to 34, but that could be the way that I write ads. It could be the audience that I'm attracting. It could be anything. So when you're first starting out, your ages can be completely up to you. See how your ads perform and just really kind of go from there. If I'm honest, you'll figure out kind of your place within the market after a few ads anyway. And again, with the start age, I usually go from around 20 to 21. And that's purely just because of, obviously we all know to kind of get up and running, you have to invest. And I know at 18, there was not a chance that one, I'd be interested in starting a business, and two, I'd be able to start a business. So yeah, I like to kind of push that up to 20 or 21. And then I just usually go up to 34. To start with, I'll keep it as all men and women. And then when you just select the languages, you just want to put English all. So again, up above, we put everybody in this location. So they could be from America, they could be from literally anywhere. So we want to put English all so that we're not kind of like segregating our market at all. And then a little bit further down, you have your detailed targeting. So here, you can put all kinds of things. Let me see what I can. Here we are. So for you, Alicia, new parents, 0 to 12 months. So you can select that. And let me just see where your audience size is up there. So you want to keep this here, your potential reach. Myself and Tom usually say to our team to keep it between like 2 and 6 million. So what we'll do is, if we add another segment in here, I'm just going to go, I know Alicia likes to travel. So we're going to go travel. And dun, 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 dun. So yeah, as you can see, there's all kinds of stuff in here. We're going to go frequent travellers. There we are. That's boosted us up a fair bit. So I usually recommend to have kind of like 2 or 3 detailed targeting areas, just because if you want to kind of split test and see how your ads are performing better in a certain market, if you put all of them in there, so say for Alicia, if you put travel, new parents, get like I don't know, you could even do Butlins, working abroad, all kinds of stuff you could put in there. So if you put everything that you're interested in that one section, you are not going to know what's working and what's not, because you're hitting them all at once. So I definitely recommend keeping that to like 2 or 3, and you can usually kind of keep it quite broad. I like to anyway. And yeah, you can keep it quite broad with, let's try entertainment. Yeah, so you could go like entertainment, frequent travellers, new parents. You could go entrepreneur, small business, new parents. You could go travel, small business. The 3 that are kind of like the staple of what most people put into their ads are travel, entrepreneur, and small business. That's not saying they need to go in every one of your detailed targeting. You could use one of those and 2 others that you like. You could use 2 and 1 more. That's entirely up to you again. It depends on your interest, depends who you're going to connect with, and what kind of like team you want to build. So what you can also do is you can exclude people. Ah, there's Danny's face. I've only just clicked on the camera thing. Hi, mate. Yeah, so you can exclude people. So I've known people in the past to exclude people that are already in a group, like in a group of Kangen water, or already interested in Kangen water, because they will probably already have it. So people have kind of excluded Kangen, Enagic. I think if we write Kangen again, we'll get something else come up maybe. No, it's Enagic, isn't it? There we are. So you can go ahead and exclude these areas if you want to. Again, entirely up to you. I personally don't exclude them. I just kind of leave it. But the option's there. And then this tiny little tick box that everybody misses, I always untick this. And what that will do is, if you take a look at this potential reach just here now, and then we untick it, let's see what happens. There you go. So it's taken us down. Sometimes it can be quite substantial, the amount it takes you down as well. And really the reason that I do this again is because Facebook will just kind of like push your ad to where they think it will work. But if you're trying to test specific markets, you've got no idea where Facebook are putting your ad. So it kind of hinders you testing the markets that you're sending your ad to. If you want to kind of split test and trial the same ad, exactly the same, one with the button ticked, one with it unticked, go ahead. But I just go ahead and untick that button just there. Dun, dun, dun. Danny, you on your phone, mate? I thought so. See up your nose. I'm joking. Right then, so if you come a little bit further down, sorry, I'm laughing at myself. If you come a little bit further down, you'll see placements. And more than likely when you scroll down, it'll be on automatic, and sometimes you can even scroll past it. But this is the most probably the most important thing to look at when you're setting up an ad. So if you go to edit placements, then we have a scroll down, you'll see that Facebook are sending your ad to every Tom, Dick and Harry. So what you want to do is you want to come up this list and you want to untick Messenger, you want to untick Audience Network, you want to untick Instagram, and you want to untick everything in Facebook but Facebook feeds. Won't let you untick everything anyway. But yeah, realistically, you only want it on Facebook news feeds. Some people try Instagram. I personally haven't tried Instagram yet. But yeah, you could also send your ad to Instagram. But yeah, so again, the instant articles, in-stream videos, and right column haven't worked particularly well for anyone that's tried them within the community. And that's purely because I know on my ads, between 80 and 90% of people, more likely 90, have clicked on the ad via a mobile app. Oh, hello, Gonzalo. And if they've clicked on a mobile, like on your ad via the mobile app, you know yourselves, you don't actually get that right column on a mobile app. It's just the news feed. So Facebook's going to send your ad to desktop sometimes because you've selected the right column, but majority of the people you're looking for aren't looking on desktop. So there's no point in having it. I just untick it and I just kind of leave Facebook feeds. Again, as I said, I haven't particularly tried Instagram feeds myself. I feel like you need quite an engaging photo, something that's quite eye-catching to do that. Anyone running ads tried Instagram? No, Danny? Jess? I feel like that was an unmute coming.
I've tried it, but I haven't really noticed much from it.
Yeah. So you can get, I believe, someone in the US, I think it's either Bobby or Todd. I think it's probably, or it could be Shannon. It's one of those three. Came through Instagram. It was when Rob was trialing Instagram. So you can get that one person that just like clicks on your Instagram thing and they're like, yes, go Danny.
That was Mike Hale.
Oh, was it Mike Hale? I knew it was someone. Yeah, but like, I don't think he's ran ads to Instagram since, Rob.
No,
and it's really weird.
Yeah.
But it depends how much, like, in turn, I can imagine Mike's brought him a shit ton of money through, like, his ads and bringing people in.
Exactly.
But it depends how much it cost Rob to get Mike through Instagram. It's difficult, isn't it?
There's a lot of leads, but they're not as hot.
Yeah.
On Instagram, it's easy to just click.
Yeah.
And with Facebook, once you get a lead, it's a bit more engaged, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I think on Instagram, and that's the thing as well, it's part of the problem. If you have a really engaging photo, say like something that's travel related and people are going to like because it's a really cool photo, the problem you've got is people are going to like the photo and not like the opportunity, because on Instagram they're just so used to just liking photos that that's all they're there to do, so they don't necessarily want to engage in the ad. Again, I think if you can crack it, it'd be really, really good. But for your first ads, anyone that's just getting started, I'd probably just recommend just doing Facebook newsfeed and just sticking with that for now.
For sure.
Danny, how's your little girl?
Beautiful, perfect.
Oh, bless.
Yeah, I've got a boy and a girl.
Oh.
Yeah.
At least you got the full package now, that's all you need.
Yeah, I'm squared off now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate.
No, I was just going to say, I find running ads to parents suits me better.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I was targeting people who had a mortgage.
Okay, that's a good idea. Didn't think about that.
I've been shopping online for baby products. Yeah, I've had 2 sign-ups through targeting women 25 to 35 with a mortgage and shopping online for baby products.
Do you know, and that's the thing, like, I remember when I first got started, I said to Ryan, like, if this system works and you can get people on the internet, like, why do you need me? And he was just like, because you have a completely different mindset to what I have. Like, I'm not going to target the same things that you are. And Danny, I would never in my wildest dreams have thought to target people that were shopping online for baby stuff and had a mortgage. So there we go.
That conclusion. But the ad I wrote as well, it resonated with a few people because it was how I felt about my children.
Yeah.
And when I've asked them why you clicked on the ad, it's because of the ad copy.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't just a generic, it was from the heart when I wrote it.
Yeah.
It's probably been my best performing ad. I think I need to go back to targeting parents again.
I love that, how you're like, oh yeah, you start speaking about something, you're like, actually, I need to step back a little bit. I need to go back to that one.
Yeah, I think so. I've just been split testing everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Tom have done that recently, actually. We've been testing a few things and we've just, again, taken that step back and thought, you know what, let's go back to what was working, what we'd started with. Because you can get so caught up with being like me and Tom went through a stage of we'd be like, oh yeah, bartenders would be really good to target. And then we were like, let's think outside the box. We'll target people that like camping. And like, we've literally just gone all over the place. Right, okay. And we've been like, right, okay, let's come back to square one. What was working, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, I've been I've just started reading Russell Brunson's .com secrets.
Okay, yeah.
I've only just started. On the first page, it just mentions about having solid foundations. That's how we targets, and so I think going back to basics and what resonates with you to other people, the type of people you want to bring in.
Yeah, definitely, Danny.
Yeah, and I think I'm going back to basics.
Yeah, I think it's definitely like worth a shot, and yeah. I think it's important when you target something that you're interested in or something you feel passionate about, and then when you bring team members in, they have that same kind of common interest, or you have some sort of like connection that you can build on. And yeah, it just makes everything a little bit easier, doesn't it? Because you can relate to them more.
Yeah, I think it streamlines the process a bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's not dead-ended questions and answers.
Yeah, because you're like, oh God, what do I say to this person?
It's like an awkward first date.
yeah, definitely. So Alicia is a new mom, and she's just joining us tomorrow. She's got her forms that she'll be getting sent back over to me. So she may or may not pop you a message, Danny, and ask any questions about targeting parents, etc. But yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I think the picture I was using as well was a pregnant woman with a laptop.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, she looked happy. She was on the phone with a laptop, smiling, pregnant. So,
again, good idea. We'd never thought of it.
Yep.
Well, Danny, I'm one of those people. I joined for that exact reason. I was pregnant. I was about to have my little girl, and I was like, "Oh my God, I can't go back to work. I can't. I'm going to miss out on everything." And that's why I'm here. So it works.
Same.
I'm proof.
Yeah, I'm here to stay.
Me too.
She's also Northern Danny, so winning all round here.
Yeah, I'm from Stoke.
All right, that's not too, an hour away. That.
Yeah, Stoke or.
It's not that
bad. 3.
We'll have a team meet up there, no doubt, soon.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? Why not? Sounds good.
Right then, guys. So when you move down to your budget and scheduling, it's entirely up to you guys whether you want to set a lifetime budget or a daily budget. I'd recommend a daily budget just so that you can monitor the ad, see how it's performing, shut it off if you're not happy with it. So yeah, I'd always recommend a daily budget of £5. If you guys want to start with less, that's fine. But yeah, I've always just ran £5 or more, and it seems to work pretty well. So that's what you do there. And you can just select run my ad continuously starting today. So that means when we get to the end of setting up an ad, you press go and your ad goes into the Facebook world and people will start engaging, clicking and messaging, so on, so forth. Right then. Again, we selected the ad for conversions, so that should be on conversions. And just here, your conversion window. So you want to see the results on your Facebook Business Manager within 1 day after clicking or viewing. So there we go. I just leave everything else. So as it is, it will be fine. Just leave it there. And then we go to continue. And again, as I mentioned on the previous 2 pages, it will ask you again at the top just to put a name for now your ad. So today we're calling it 30-day group. You guys use whatever you're kind of targeting. Right, and we're on Tom's Business Manager here. Right then. Yeah, so if I know Alicia has set up, so let me just quickly show you guys just so that we are all on the same page. So when you guys come onto, I'm going to be nice and come out of a screenshot for you. When you guys come on to this part of your Facebook, on my top row, you can see I've got Lilybeth Dawson, Tom, and Tom and Lily. Can you guys see your fan pages up there? Alicia should be able to. I think we sent her the tutorial the other day. Ollie, you can? Jess, shake or nod?
I'm not entirely sure.
How do you post? Do you post through pages?
Yeah.
Okay. So if anybody wants to know, hey, Alicia's got it. If anyone wants to know how to get their page back onto their normal Facebook app, we're not focusing now, but just let me know and I'll get that sorted out for you. Okay, I'll send you a link over. It's an old video that Rob posted that's kind of got lost in the online world, but we'll get that sent over if you guys don't have access to that. It just makes it life a little bit easier, if I'm honest. But yeah, pop me a message after if you need that video and we'll go from there. But how that impacts, oh, go for it.
So sorry. Your second page,
yeah.
Do you post exactly the same thing on it every day as the same as your main page?
My Facebook, I think, has updated since yours, but this one is just my personal profile.
Mm-hmm.
The one with the cup. Then the next one is my Facebook fan page.
Yeah.
The next Tom Chow is Tom's Facebook fan page.
Yeah.
And then Tom and Lily's, we started like a duo fan page.
Right.
But because I'm an admin on Tom's page and on the Tom and Lily page, they all appear there for me.
I mean, like, you know, the second page that you have just in case.
Oh, that one. No, I don't post on that one. So you're on that video where you make like a blank account essentially.
Just in case, sort of thing.
Yeah. So anyone that hasn't set up the video that I might send you if you want to get your fan page back onto Facebook, you essentially set up another Facebook fan page, and then you connect that one to your primary business manager, and then what that does is it frees up your page to go back onto your Facebook app. Doesn't change anything with your ads or anything like that. It just essentially, like, that group will disappear and you'll get your other one back essentially. Sounds confusing. I'll send you a video if you don't know how to do it. Yeah, Jess wants a video. I'm going to make a note of it. Danny, do you want a video? Do you need a video, mate?
I've bookmarked it on my phone. I'm doing it.
Have you?
Yeah. Okay,
you happy with that? Yeah?
I'm personally happy, but I need to change over for new members. I'm going to have to.
Okay.
I will. I know how to do it. I've just not done
it. Okay. Gonzalo, do you need it?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Good? Sweet.
Yeah.
Kate, I know you're working. If you need it, let me know. I might just send it you just in case, so I know I've done it. Right then, I'm going to jump back into screen share and I'll explain what I just done and why it may have confused you. So because Tom has that other business page set up, he called it Business Manager Proxy, but because he has a secondary page set up, that will be kind of like his default page. So you just go back onto whichever account you want to post an ad for, and then you can carry on. But essentially, if you haven't set that up, you just select your account, your fan page. And then the format you want to use, I personally still have not ran a video ad. Danny, you haven't run a video ad actually, have you?
I'm running one right now, actually.
Oh yeah. You're running Nate's one.
I am, yeah. I find, I think pictures seem to work best, you know. I've run a few of Rob's videos. I've had more engagement off pictures.
Okay, it's good to know.
Personally.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm still split testing and spending money, so I'll keep you up to date on that.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the new system to roll out.
Yeah, oh God, aren't we all?
That's going to change everything, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, so when you come down to format, to start with, again, your first ad will just be a single image ad. So just click, that wasn't a word, just click single image and head on down again. We're going to browse his library, see what he's got in there. Which ad are we using at the moment? We're using quite a few of these at the moment. I'm going to go with this one because this one's worked quite well. So we have some ladies falling around on the beach. And so that's literally all you do. So select your photo, you just go to image, browse, and you can go onto your desktop and then just select the picture you want to use. What you can do is just this little area at the bottom. If you select that, you can move it around. So whichever position you prefer, we'll move it up a little bit just for the sake of it. Oh, is here.
You're right, guys.
Such a pain. Right, yeah, so you just select your image and then if we scroll on down a little bit more. So this area here, many people will call it your copy, your text, whatever it is. It's basically that top section that will go above your ad. So literally whatever you want to put there and however long it is, it will appear there. And then I'm just going to do this for example for now, just so that you guys can see the see more button, I believe. You can see a see translation button. But basically you can get kind of like, I think it's about 5 lines here, and then at the end of the word or whatever end of your sentence it will say see more. So in this top section here you want to get your most kind of like attention grabbing sentences within there, something that's really going to make someone stop and think what's that, and make them want to click the see more button. That is the objective. You want them to click see more and read your entire copy, your entire ad. So yeah, just whatever you put in this top section, just make sure that it's as engaging as it can be, so that they click through and then eventually get down to the bottom or wherever it is and they're like pumped up, they want to get involved, they click onto your website and then let kind of like the masterclass do the rest of the work for you. But yeah, so just be aware of the see more button, keep checking it out, making sure that your most important bit of your text or your most kind of like engaging, most grabbing part is within that top section before you press see more. Here you'll put your website. Just doing Tom's one, don't why. And do I need the H thingy, don't I?
I want to just www.
Dun, dun, dun. And once that website URL is in, it will appear just above there. And when you get a headline in that isn't the website, so as I mentioned kind of at the start of this call, when you guys are doing a headline, so that's this part here underneath your text, ideally you want the start of every word to be a capital. And it's just kind of like a little trick that myself and Tom have read and picked up through various books. And it just kind of like, I don't know, I just find it more attention grabbing, more engaging. Let's take these back down and see.
It gives every word a punch.
Oh, that's not what I wanted. Right, so how do we feel about it from that to that? Do you guys see kind of like the small things that can have an impact? Like automatically it's not as eye-catching, it's not as bold, it's not as in your face. So yeah, I like we personally go ahead and just make the start of every word a capital letter.
Unless it's a connective word like is or to, then you can hit or miss it, but it's probably just a safe habit to just capitalize every first letter.
There you go. So yeah, top tip, again, if you put too much in your headline, it will eventually cut off and you won't see it. Let's see what we get in that headline now. But yeah, so obviously it's only a small space, so there you go, it will eventually cut off. Could be quite attention grabbing, it will eventually cut off. What will cut off? But yeah, so just again, bear in mind that whatever your headline is, whatever message you're trying to get across in that, it fits within that kind of boundary there. That's it really. The Learn More button seems to work the best for most people. Again, it could be something that you guys want to split test, but yeah, it just doesn't feel as pushy as there's another button. What's it called? Sign up. Some people could be scared by sign up because they're like, what am I signing up to? Message me could be like, wow, I can't bother to send you a message. You can select a no button, and that literally just takes the button away for you.
One addition to add to that, the Learn More button piques interest and creates curiosity. And from a book and a webinar I went to recently, the person's own curiosity is the easiest way to sell anything. So piquing any form of curiosity gets you one step closer to securing that sign up or sale.
That's it. Drop the mic. Mic drop.
Thanks, IT Tom.
Huh?
I didn't get the whole of that actually either.
I just said thanks, IT Tom.
Oh, thanks, IT Tom. Oh yeah, I still need to figure out the econ forms. I was messaging Alicia today and I was like, oh yeah, I just get IT Tom to do it.
I've had the opposite effect with that.
Oh, go for it, Han.
When I had to Learn More, I had like barely any leads come through or anyone do anything.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember which call it was. I think it was on one at Globals who suggested to change it to a send message.
Okay.
So I did change mine on the current one I've got, and I've had a lot more interaction with that. They've had like either send me a message through the ad itself, straight onto that, or just to my messenger,
Mm-hmm.
or to hold on a second, just unlocking door at work. Or to they just go straight to sign up anyway, even if it says send message.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Have you changed anything else about your ad, or did you just change the button? Just change the button.
Yeah, I just changed the button itself.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Again, it's something, it might work differently for other people. So, Jess, if your ad is quite engaging, quite personal, it could be that people are connecting with you as a person and they're like, oh, actually, I want to speak to this person. Whereas for some other people, depending on their ad style, their writing style, it might not convey in the same way. So again, it's really important for you guys just to test it out and see what works best for you as a person and your style of ads, really.
You can actually split test the call to action button as well. So when you set up a split test, if you set it as a creative split test, then your creative element that you're testing could be the call to action button.
Yeah.
For any of you guys that haven't had many ad experience, we can go into that in more detail at a later point. And for you guys that know all about split testing, it's literally just keep the whole ad the same, come through and select a different button. And that is it, really. Danny and, well, everyone that isn't in my team on the call, it might be changing when we get the new funnels, but when you put your link in, so this link here that says tomchow.com, does yours link to a Project Q1 link or a Ryan Roberts link or a Nate Wells link? Does that link somewhere else?
My domain's been put on the main capture.
Oh, actually, you're in Nate's group. Oh, got a cat. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Wow, it's not really a cat. It's like a bloody lion, but yeah, actually, Danny, Nate does it because that's where I got it from. So it'll be more kind of Oliver, Jess, and Kate, maybe if she's on the call. But yeah, so it might be something the rest of the guys start to do when they get the new funnels rolled out. But some people's link here will change to the link they redirect their page to. So it will change to Project Q1 webinar, Project Q1 masterclass, whatever it is. And the way that you can change that if you wanted to is just here where it says display link. That's the right place, isn't it, Tom?
Yeah.
So then again, you just kind of like put your link in there again. Might need a H thingy. I think I do. And then what it will do is that will change how your link appears in the ad. So if you guys wanted to do that, that's how you do it. There you go. Look, it's just changed to the HTTPS version of it. So yeah, Alicia, Gonzalo, Danny, you guys won't have to worry about that. Just because myself and Nate connect our funnels a little bit differently to the other guys. As I say, that could be changing with the new funnels and everything coming into place anyway. But yeah, so as soon as you guys have kind of like, this part's probably like the fun part really for me. You get to kind of decide what picture you want, if it's engaging, whether it looks bright enough, whether it jumps out at people. Obviously you've got your headline, make sure that fits within the allowed space. And then also your text, if you get confused, people call it text, people call it your copy. But yeah, that's basically the area at the top of your ad. And then all you do is, I'm not going to make this one live right now because all it says is hello 30-day group. But you essentially just press confirm at the bottom and your ad goes into the Facebook world and it's all done. As I said at the start of this, it gets easier, it gets quicker. And at the moment it seems really long, but as I say, once you've done it a few times, it becomes almost second nature and you're just like, yeah, okay, I know how to do that now. I'm going to jump back into another screen share though. Out of that one, into another one. Oh, I should have just... I'm having a blonde moment. Give me a second, guys. There we are. We're back in the game. I done this the other night. I co-hosted the masterclass with Ryan, and he asked me a question, and I just got completely lost in web pages. And I was like, mate, I have no idea where you are. Like, I was on mute as well, so I had to like find the web page to unmute myself to talk to him. And I was just there like, I have no idea what I'm doing. And I was like, I'm so sorry, Ryan, I've just got lost in web pages. Right then, so we've been through the ads walkthrough, and this is just some kind of like extra resources for you guys to help you when you set an ad up, and little bits and bobs that you might not kind of have thought about. Or I know when I first posted my first ad, I didn't really, like, I posted the ad and I was like, yes, it's done. And I didn't think of the next part of people messaging me and what I'd say and kind of like how to speak to people. And I was like, whoa, what do I do now? But some extra resources for you. So how to respond to more info comments. You can go into the files section on the CEO Movement Facebook page. And there is a section, I believe Rob Brodigan posted them, but there's some scripts for how to respond to more info comments. And yeah, they're literally like word for word, 5 of them. And you can just click on those and you can just adapt them to you. For us, make them a little bit more English. Because Rob is very American, bless him. But yeah, if you can just make the terminology a little bit more English, a little bit more you. But yeah, essentially there's word for word scripts there on how to answer more info comments. There's also within the files section, let's have a look at this message as well. Also within the files section, there is how to film your $1 million ad video. It's not something I've done as of yet. Oh, bye, Jess. Don't know where she's gone. Oh, she's gone. Bye, Jess. But yeah, so there's advice on how to film videos. There's also the Cashvertising book that helps you with Facebook ads. So you guys can check that out as well. Me and this page, honestly. There we go. There we go. Right then, and just further additional resources. There are the US and Canada masterminds from this year. They're from the 8th and the 15th. And it's basically just Mike Hale running through how to set up ads again. So very similar to this call, but he might have a few different tips to add. Also, there's a target audience call. And that will be from July the 16th last year, so 2017. And yeah, it basically just walks through who to target, how to target them, and just gives you a little bit more information on that. And also a tech call from last year, October, when to scale and shut off ads. Again, they're all in the file section. It should be under a tab called Tech Calls, I can imagine, created by Rob Brodigan, more than likely. But yeah, if you need help finding those, let me know and I'll tag you in it. And then just 2 books that can definitely help with writing ads. And they are the Copywriter's Handbook. I personally haven't got all the way through it yet, but the bits I have kind of read and picked up on have been really, really good. We've had two UK masterminds on this book now, and I think that's basically been like 2 chapters out of the whole book covered. So if you want to, this is the book. But yeah, so there's 2 chapters already been covered on UK masterminds. So if you guys want to catch up on that, I think I covered, oh my God, getting ready to write. So for me, that was just all the steps, all the information you need to gather just to kind of like write an ad. And Adam Gately has covered headlines. So writing to get attention, the headline. So yeah, if you guys want to check those out, they are in the CEO Movement Facebook page under the UK Masterminds created by me. And there's also the No BS Guide to Direct Response Social Media Marketing. I've not personally read this one. Danny, have you read this?
No, I've not read any of them.
No, I've not read the No BS Guide yet. It looks fairly interesting though. But yeah, Copyright Handbook is really good, but all the other steps I mentioned kind of at the start of this as well. So just going back to it. So having a look at the ads that you stop on Facebook, making sure that you're saving them and really noticing what it is about that ad that made you stop and think. Also just kind of like checking out your news feed and just checking out the whole community's ads as a whole as well. So you'll probably see like every now and then I get 3 people have liked this person's this person's post or ad, and it just happens to be someone from the US that isn't even targeting the UK. But because we've got mutual friends, it pops up onto my page. So it's quite good just to kind of like review any ads you see pop in onto your newsfeed and just see how they're all getting on with it really. But there we go, we'll come out of that. That is all the kind of content and information I have on ads. I've probably like blown your mind a little bit, but any questions?
I've got one thing to say.
Go on, mate.
Mike, the US Mastermind, Hale did a really, really good one on the insights tool that we have for audiences. And narrowing that down to specific target audiences, which it was an absolute epic. I'd recommend everybody to watch and use. I've been playing around with it and it's very, very interesting.
Okay, that's pretty cool, mate. I haven't actually watched it, if I'm honest with you. Yeah. Every now and then I'll have a free day and I'll like scroll through the US Masterminds and pick one to watch. But yeah, do you know what it's called or? No.
I think it was not the last one, the one before last US Mastermind. Can't remember the headline of it.
No, that's fine. I'll have a look. Facebook Insights, and it's by Mike, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sweet. Thanks, mate. But yeah, definitely. And as well, don't be scared. Like, if you guys have free time and you know the US Mastermind is happening, just pop someone a message if you want to jump on there live with them. Or equally, if you're just kind of like catching the replays, everyone in the community has kind of information to share. So just take it literally. Like, as I say, every now and then, if I've got kind of like a spare, I don't know, day really, that's what my life's come to, a spare day. I'll just kind of like have a scroll through and catch up on some of them. But yeah, use everything to your expense, definitely. Danny's frozen on us, I think, unless he's just very still. Anyone else got any questions?
Sorry to be a pain, but you said that you and Ad have like covered some things and they've got names and I can search for them. What were they again? Sorry.
I've covered the getting ready to write.
Okay.
And Adam.
Is that what I searched for in the group?
So I'll tag you in the mastermind post anyway.
Oh, thank you.
And then just have a scroll up. I don't think I've tagged you in it yet, actually. So.
And what was Ad's one?
Adam's one is headlines.
Okay.
So attracting an audience, headlines it's called.
And if I search for that, I'll probably find it.
Yeah, you should do.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll tag you in the post as a whole, and then you can just have a scroll.
Oh, okay.
And then see which link you need to click on.
Okay, fab. Thank you, Lily.
That's all right, Horn.
Darling.
Right, made a note of that. Look at my little sticky note.
Oh my god. How do you read that?
No, I do. Like literally, I just write so quick, it's just a mess.
Mine's like that. As it gets down the page, it's like really neat, and then it's like, whoa, what does that even say?
Yeah, just like not even on the lines anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, Danny's back.
Yeah, I've sent you that mastermind over through Messenger. So.
Oh, cheers, mate. You're an absolute star.
You can share that about.
Right then, guys. Any more questions at all? If not, I'm happy to leave it there for this week. No? Danny, Alicia, get chatting if you want to. Figure out some new parent target audiences.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do.
Right then, guys. I'll catch you all tomorrow on the UK Mastermind. But until then, I'll speak to you soon.
Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.